Lesson number 4, April 16 to 22. The Flood. Sabbath afternoon. Read for this week's study Genesis 6:13 to 7:10, 2 Peter 2:5 to 9, Genesis 7, Romans 6:1 to 6, Psalms 106:4, Genesis 8, Genesis 9:1 to 17. Memory text. But as the days of Noah were, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. Matthew 24:37. Then the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intent of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Genesis 6:5. The verb saw, Genesis 6:5, brings the reader back to each step of God's initial creation. But what God sees now, instead of ton, good, is ra, evil. Genesis 6:5. It is as if God regretted that he had created the world, now full of ra. Genesis 6:6-7. And yet, God's regret contains elements of salvation as well. The Hebrew word for sorry, nakham, is echoed in the name of Noah, Noach, which means comfort. Genesis 5:29. Thus, God's response to this wickedness has two sides. It contains the threat of justice, leading to destruction for some, and yet his response promises comfort and mercy, leading to salvation as well for others. This double voice already was heard with Cain and Abel and Seth, and it was repeated through the contrast between the two lines of Seth, the sons of God, and Cain, the sons of men. Now we hear it again as God differentiates between Noah and the rest of humankind. In Heavenly Places, page 343. God warned the inhabitants of the old world of what he purposed to do in cleansing the earth of its impurity. But they laughed to scorn what they regarded as a superstitious prediction. They mocked at Noah's warning of a coming flood. When Christ was upon the earth, he gave warning of what was coming upon Jerusalem because the people had rejected truth, despising the messages that God had sent. But his warning was unheeded. The Lord has sent us, by his ambassadors, messages of warning, declaring that the end of all things is at hand. Some will listen to these warnings, but by the vast majority they will be disregarded. Thus will it be when Christ comes. Farmers, merchants, lawyers, tradesmen will be wholly engrossed in business, and upon them the day of the Lord will come as a snare. In Heavenly Places, 343. Happy Sabbath.